Retired Detroit Police Sergeant Benjamin Wagner is charged with kidnapping and sexually assaulting 5 women and girls between 1999 and 2003. Black Wayne County prosecutor Kim Worthy calls him a suspected serial rapist.
The alleged facts in this case are disturbing, unsettling, and infuriating.
Wagner was arrested at work in North Carolina and waived extradition. Black Republican Senator Tim Scott is reversing his retirement pledge and will run for re-election in 2028. He told the Post and Courier he now sees his role as crucial as Republicans fight to keep the Senate majority. And Black conservative sports writer and TV personality Jason Whitlock is blasting Michael B. Jordan's Best Actor Oscar for Sinners, calling it a DEI award. He says Jordan's performance was mid and the film hot garbage, though fans argue his dual role earned him that win. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Watch us on Facebook Live. Then hear us on WBOK1230.com.
Yo, turn it up. It's Gerod on the air, spitting truth in the booth. We ain't going nowhere. New Orleans City got us hard in the beat, but corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. But corruption creeping in, gotta take back the street. From the French Quarter vibes to the Ninth Ward grind, he's the voice of the people, yo, he's one of a kind. Talking about the struggle, the hustle, the pain, but with each word he drops, he's bringing power to the game. Gerard on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Try to silence the truth, but he's loud and clear. From the bayou to the block, everyone can hear. Got the people united, it's a movement, no doubt. With his mic in hand, he's breaking all the clout. City eat the official scheming, yeah, they playing it slick. But Gerard's on the line and he's ready to kick. For the schools and the streets, he's fighting the fight. With a heart full of passion, he's igniting the night. Gerard on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. From the jazz in the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerard on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerard on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. In the streets to the gumbo pot, he's the pulse of the city, giving all he's got. Together we rise, united we stand. With Gerard on the radio, we're taking back our land. So tune in, y'all, let the truth resonate. With Gerard on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerard on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, tuning out, let the truth resonate. With Gerard on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it real, keep it loud, let's uplift this place. Gerard on the radio, calling out the lies, bringing light to the dark, keeping hope in our eyes. He's the voice of the people, making changes unfold. In the city of NOLA, we're reclaiming our soul. Yeah, let the truth resonate. With Gerard on the mic, we're rewriting our fate. In New Orleans, the power is ours to embrace. Keep it loud, let's uplift this place.
Uplift this place, uplift this place.
Yeah.
Sing along, sing along. Ding-a-ling, ding-along. You all right?
Ding-a-ling and ding-along?
Ding-a-ling and ding-along. Don't make me put them two together.
Okay. All right.
What's going on, good people? It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. And it's been a Monday. It has been a Monday.
It has truly been a Monday.
Yes, indeed. And we are live in studio right here at WBOK, 12:30 a.m. Of course, we want you to listen to us, not only on the AM, but you can also check us out on 107.1 FM. And you can go online to WBOK on Facebook and check us out as well. And you can check us out on WBOK1230am.com. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We were definitely everywhere this weekend.
Oh, my God. Y'all, this is the attorney extraordinaire who is in the building. Would y'all please say hello to Suzette Begnaris? You were speaking yesterday. We both was kind of speaking all day on Saturday. And I'm telling you, today's Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Saturday, we attended the opening day at the fairgrounds. We were hosted by Warren Riley and his lovely friend.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a wonderful time,
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful time. I'd never been to the opening of the fairgrounds.
Oh, see,
but it was very nice.
You had on the lady shot gear.
Well, you had to dress for the occasion.
Your occasion was good.
Correct. There were hat contests and whatnot. So
Yep.
I did wear a spring pantsuit and a nice fascinator. So I was dressed right for the occasion. My cohort had on a nice sports coat and sports pants. And, we went out there dressed for the occasion.
I tell you, boy, we was the only
Yeah, we were the only table of color sitting in the area where we were. But we were representing, we were holding it down.
Yeah, it was a couple other folks in there, but
yeah,
I looked around a couple of times. It was like,
We did hold it down.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, we had the occasion to celebrate the pastor's anniversary at First Pilgrims Baptist Church. It was a great time, 35th anniversary for the pastor and his lovely first lady.
Hold on a minute there, brother. Why are we having this conversation with? Can you find my organ music? I need you to get the organist in here. I need you to get the organist. Because if she's not going to talk about it, I am. And I just need somebody to help me get this occasion together. No, you don't have your mic on. I just need the gospel organist at church. They can play so that I can feel the room.
You want dramatic organ or regular organ?
Just give me dramatic organ. I need dramatic because this was a dramatic moment.
Oh, this one,
this was a dramatic moment.
This organ player is real dramatic.
There him is. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here on this here special occasion for the pastor's 35th year anniversary as the pastor of First Pilgrims Baptist Church. To make the occasion even better, would y'all please welcome to the pulpit, to the podium, to the area. I said the area. Well, this holy woman is going to bring the message on this morning. But before we start with the message on this morning, I need to let y'all know that God, I said God is in the room.
Let me move over to the right just in case the lightning strikes.
God was in the room.
Mm-hmm. No, don't scoot over. Don't scoot over.
I'm coming closer.
Stay where you at. Stay where you at.
And let me be the first to say that the message that was delivered, I said the message that was delivered in a timely fashion, in a spiritual fashion, and in a way that only one person on that day could deliver it. It was done with the utmost respect, and you could feel God raining down. I say it. He was raining down. That's almost like the man that was standing on there air conditioning.
No, he didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. He didn't bring it to the man on the air conditioner.
The man on the air conditioner. I'm going to leave it at that, but I had to tell you, what's that on my head? It's raining down. It was raining down. Ladies and gentlemen, I was so proud.
I hope your pastor's not listening
I hope
to
he
this.
ain't either. I hope he ain't either, because he's going to call me. He going to call me. But anyway, somebody going to call him and tell him. But anyway, I was so proud of my sister who brought the message.
I apologize.
She brought the message and it wasn't even time for the message. And then I had to go up behind her. I had to let the whole church know. She gonna tell you that I'm telling the truth. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm telling the truth. When she got off of the pulpit, when she got down, I had to go behind her and speak, and I said, why y'all let me go second? Y'all should have let me go first. I got to talk behind her because she brought the word. I was just trying to say hello. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for coming. See y'all later on today when we get some food later on. That's all I was trying to say. That's all I want to say. And they were still applauding as she was walking off of the podium. But I was so proud just to let her know that she brought the word. I almost gathered a couple of the utensils and said, let's go ahead on and collect the tithes and offerings now, because that was the word that she was delivering. But I didn't. No due respect. That it was my pastor's 35th anniversary of preaching. And he was sitting there holding it together because he wanted to say, amen, sister. Because all the deacons was on the front row looking, saying, amen, sister. And that was our day at church on yesterday. Hallelujah. Thank you very much.
I'm so happy he was able to get through that without getting struck by lightning. But I do have to say it was a beautiful occasion. We did fellowship with First Pilgrim Baptist Church. It was the occasion of a remarkable milestone, 35 years of faithful, steadfast, and transformative leadership by Pastor Dr. Eugene Mitchell and First Lady Mrs. Lillian Mitchell. Beautiful occasion. Because 35 years is nothing to sneeze at.
No.
It's a lot of dedication.
You know what was funny? What was funny about that is I think that Matthew Willard, the councilman who also attended on yesterday, said it best. He said, I can't think of nothing that I've done for 35 years except live. And I'm 37.
Right.
Yep. He said, but I just couldn't think of nothing that I could do and keep doing it for 35 years. And everybody went, well, that is kind of true.
I also want to give a shout out today to the team at Dollar Tree on General de Gaulle. I want to specifically thank Corey and Jaheim. I see you. I just want to thank you. In a world where people often are in a rush, y'all took a moment to help me to purchase over $1,000 worth of Easter basket supplies for the Easter baskets that we're going to be doing for about 500 children here in the city of New Orleans. Your help did not go unnoticed. Your kindness did not go unnoticed. They even put the stuff in my car for me. I mean, they were really, really nice this morning. So I just want to give an extra shout out and thank you for the good energy and the great service that I received this morning at Dollar Tree on General de Gaulle, and specifically to Corey and Jaheim.
Corey, Jaheim, she thanked you. Mm-hmm. But Corey and Jaheim, you had help because Corey helped you. Corey, you had help because Jaheim helped you. But I need to let y'all know that when she got to the office, she said, Gerard, get all that stuff out the car. Me. I ain't have a Corey or Jaheim. And then Stacy said, Lord, them boxes heavy. You gonna have to get those by yourself. So Corey, Jaheim, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all, for having me by myself. No Corey, no Jaheim. They ain't come by the office. But y'all could have came, bruh, and helped the brother out. Okay, I'm finished. Corey, Jaheim, thank y'all for real. Because she wouldn't have done that by herself. I know she wouldn't have tried to get all that in there by herself.
No, they did a great job. And I tell you, they still were giving great service to their other customers. They opened up other aisles for them because, boy, did we check out a bunch of stuff this morning to bless
Lord.
the kids.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, really nice.
You know, and what's interesting is the fact that this year, Easter's so early.
Yes.
Because it's next week.
Yes. So if anybody wants to call in and give us a suggestion of where we should deliver these 500 Easter baskets, churches, Head Starts, schools in the area, let us know because Gerard and I will be delivering them personally.
And I hope it's just for the kids. For the kids and maybe some elderly. Maybe some elderly as well. But it's for the kids, the babies.
Correct.
And instead of just saying, "All right, y'all meet us at the park and we're going to do it their way." Nope, we want to deliver them personally and get them to them.
Now, one last point
yes.
of personal privilege that I'd like to take today is I would like to give the phone number to the radio station, 504-582-9422. If you have a comment related to anything that Gerard and I have to say on this station,
leave it alone.
Give us a call.
Leave it alone.
You don't have to call your mother, brother, sister, cousin.
Leave it alone.
Or nephew.
Leave it alone.
To tell them about it. You're welcome to call us. And just like we have an opinion, you're welcome to express your opinion.
Leave it alone. Thank you very much. And here's why.
You don't care that they have an opinion.
What?
Yeah.
What would make you think that?
I just know.
Oh, my God. That's so correct.
I just thought maybe they didn't have a number. So I just gave the number. 582-9422.
The audacity to think otherwise. I really don't care. Everybody got an opinion. And just because I say mine or you say yours doesn't necessarily mean we're wrong. Don't necessarily mean that if I want to give my opinion, we all have one. Just like a nose. Everybody got one.
And if you'd like to advertise on a show that apparently everybody and their grandmother is listening to, you can certainly advertise on this show because I tell you what, they are all listening.
Yes.
They are all listening.
I think all weekend long we were getting calls from folks looking to try to get your number, trying to get my number so that they'll know, this is what we need to do. This is what y'all need to be talking about. Or I don't like what you said. Okay.
It's a talk show. We talk facts and we give opinions. And you're welcome to call in and give your opinion. And if you think we have misstated a fact, you're welcome to call in and state why you think that fact is wrong.
Yes.
Otherwise, argue with your mom.
Yeah, not your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah. And tell her to kick rocks. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Now, are we ready to talk about the topic of the day?
That wasn't the topic of the day?
Oh, no, that wasn't the topic of the day. That was just another point of personal privilege.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the topic, but let me add to this. So one of the issues that has come up, and I made it a statement, I made it talking to folks about this, is the fact that in Sewage and Water Board, we're going to make opinions about Sewage and Water Board because we've lived here, and we have been here for many of years. And a lot of us have seen where it has come from to where it's gone to, and the fact that we're in a situation right now where we don't even know if it's ever going to just exist anymore. So one of the things that I made a point, and that is going to happen hopefully between this week and next week, the head of the Sewage and Water Board is going to come on the show and have some conversation with us. Going to come in and going to come welcome. So that's going to happen. I forgot to tell you.
Welcome.
The other part of this is
the church doors are open.
Oh, Lord.
You're welcome.
You went back there?
Yeah.
You just left church. Let me slide. But no, I've thought about a lot of things, and one of the issues with being a talk show host and making opinions and stating stuff is that I think people feel comfortable with talking to folks that they know that are influencers, or they think that they're influencing what you say. and how you say it. And just because you know somebody that knows somebody doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to change my mind.
The name of the show
It's the reality
is
check.
The Reality Check. And what the show does is speak truth to power.
Yep.
And sometimes people aren't going to like what you have to say. But the name of the show is The Reality Check.
Yep.
So, you know, we're not here to do soft stories. We're here to talk about issues that really impact the citizenry of New Orleans. I think it's ironic that the plan that we came up with on the air is very close to the plan that was adopted to addressing the issues at the Sewer and Drinking Water Board. But if we hurt your feelings, feel free to come on the air and tell your own side of the story.
Otherwise, what you think the folks going to say? That they love you? Don't know you.
Springing leaks all over the city?
Yeah.
Come on in and explain your point of view.
So let's find out something, too, what people feel, because I thought this was one of the stupidest ideas. Oh, by the way, that's how I feel. When I call something stupid, I think it's stupid. One of the stupidest ideas that I've heard on a local level and a national level is to say that you're going to bring ICE agents to the airport.
They're already there.
Yeah. Yeah, they already got a news story up here about deputies that's hollering at the people at the
Thing that got me the most was they got black ones.
Huh?
They had black ICE agents.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
You're a sellout.
They've been had black ICE agents.
And they're sellouts. And Trump's like, well, I told them they're not to wear any mask. So? It's the fact that they're there. Fool.
And now they got the deputies from St. Charles Parish at the airport hollering and screaming at the travelers at the airport.
I thought that was you.
Why you thought that was me?
You kind of look like you from behind.
I had a good one, but I'm not gonna share it.
But at a
They out
time
there.
when
I'm pushing those
tensions
buttons.
are already high, okay, about the potential for maybe a terrorist attack at an airport, at a time when tensions are already high about long lines at the airport due to TSA shortages, now you're going to introduce ICE agents to U.S. airports. I just think that it's a fear tactic that you're trying to intimidate people from going to the airport, from traveling. This is nothing more than a Trump-induced mob that is targeting people based upon color and citizenship.
But there's more.
Fear-mongering.
It's fear-mongering.
Your governor now wants to help out even more and introduce National Guard to come out and help.
How long before we can vote that fool out?
You still got a couple of years to go.
And
Like 5?
That dude is a
This is
Ooh,
why
I almost said
voting
the word.
matters.
I almost said the word. I caught myself. I almost said the word.
Yeah. I mean, how many people, and what has not been discussed with me on this one, and I don't know why this has not been brought up, but I can guarantee you that it will be, putting ICE agents at an airport with people flying to the Dominican Republic, for people that's flying outside of the United States to have passports.
It's a fear-monger.
But let's look at where they sent them to.
But I'm asking the question, and the question is, are they just going to help TSA, or do they still have the authority as an ICE agent?
You know they have the authority.
They have the authority as an ICE
But
agent.
nobody brought that up.
But
the
here's
thing
the
that gets
thing.
me is that you're going to spend all that money to bring ICE where you can put that money towards TSA.
But look at where they
What sense that
deployed
make?
them, okay? They deployed them to very diverse cities that have Democratic mayors.
There you go.
Okay? They deployed them to Chicago O'Hare, Cleveland Hopkins, Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta, Houston's William Hobby, John F. Kennedy in New York, LaGuardia in New York, Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport here, Luis Munoz Marin International Airport in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Newark Liberty International Airport, Philadelphia International Airport, Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, Pittsburgh International Airport, Southwest Florida International Airport in Fort Myers, Florida, and Houston's George Bush. That's where they sent them. They sent them all to Democratic-led cities with very diverse populations to intimidate.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't send them in middle America where there's a bunch of white people living. They sent them in minority citizens.
We didn't hear Iowa on there. We didn't hear Colorado on there. We didn't hear anything like that. All the white bread places, oh, leave them alone.
Leave them alone. They also are not hitting Republican-based cities.
Well, they got Texas, Houston Hobby.
No, but Houston.
Yeah, but Houston is the black dot in Texas.
Yep.
Okay.
Houston is like New Orleans is to Louisiana.
It's a smidget.
All right, we got to take a break.
Yeah.
Y'all hollering at me.
Yeah, you asking why I was quiet. You woke me up now.
And I already done said, you got a problem with it, ask your mom. Okay, I'm going to go so I don't have to ask my mom nothing.
If you can get an answer out of her, I'm leaving.
I ain't ask my mom nothing. More coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
Hello, friend. Tavis Smiley here with a special announcement. You can catch my show at a new time. Weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Same great topics, same great guests, same great conversations, just a little earlier in the day. It's Tavis Smiley, weekdays 1 to 4 p.m. only on WBOK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about.
Come celebrate the history, legacy, and culture of the African diaspora with the Congo Squares Rhythm Festival presented by the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation on March 28th and 29th in Louis Armstrong Park. Don't miss 2 full days of live musical performances featuring Chawa, Zigaboo Modaliste, Big Sam's Funky Nation, and many, many more. A variety of food vendors, handmade works of art, and the return of the highly anticipated Class Got Brass competition. This event is free and open to the public. For more information, visit CongoSquareRhythms.com.
The Ron Kelly Show. Real talk, bold truth. Tune in for your weekly dose of unapologetic conversations that don't dodge the truth or dilute the message. Stay informed on the issues that matter most on The Ron Kelly Show, every Monday at 7 p.m. on WBOK 1230 a.m.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
Starts now.
Frustrations at Armstrong International boiling over today as people wait 3 hours to get through security. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Crockett. A limo driver sending us this video of a St. Charles Parish Sheriff's deputy screaming at passengers. Take a look.
You were not get to the front. If you was already in line to the far right, let's roll with it. This line right, let's go. I said line.
The St. Charles Parish Sheriff confirms this is one of his deputies, putting the blame on Congress failing to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Sheriff Greg Champagne sending us a statement which reads in part, "It is clear that tensions are running high with both air and travelers and everyone else whose job it is to maintain order and safety. We will review the incident and look at the full context of what occurred."
You think that he's a little bit upset? Thank you to Fox 8.
Yeah, but you know, airports used to represent freedom. Freedom to travel, freedom to move, freedom to live your life without being questioned about who you are, other than, you know, showing the necessary documentation just to get on the plane. But now, across this country, we're watching something shift. We're watching airports turn into points of surveillance, points of fear, and in some cases, points of detention. You know, right now we have reports of ICE agents being deployed inside Democratic-run city airports, not just at international borders, but inside domestic travel spaces. So, I mean, let this sink in. You're not crossing a border. You're trying to fly from one American state to another.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you're still being surveilled and questioned about your citizenship.
Yep.
You know, so you have to ask the question.
Yep.
When did the airport stop being a gateway and start feeling like a checkpoint? And is this about immigration or is this about power and intimidation? Who gets questioned and who gets left alone? Who makes that decision? Is this about whether we're accepting a system where your freedom to move about depends on how you look and how you speak and what your name sounds like? That is what this is starting to sound like. So you can best believe somebody with blonde hair, blue eyes is not getting questioned with the same intensity as somebody who looks like they have brown skin.
I got stopped coming to Houston.
Yeah.
I got stopped and had to go through the bomb thing. You ever been through the part where they check you for bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said that I had puffiness in my pants pocket. And they wanted to check my pants pocket. I said, what? They said, yeah, you have something in your pants pocket. It was a piece of tissue to clean my nose. And they checked, they pulled me to the side, ran me through, watch the man sit there and feel all in my groin, and then swabbed you and put the little swab in the machine to see if you had bomb residue on you. I said, you kidding, right? He's like, nope, we don't play like that. I said, what alarmed you to make you think that I had some type of chemical on me? He said, I don't know. He said, we just pulled it because it said it. I said, so the machine itself told you that? He said, yeah. I said, a piece of paper, a napkin, told you that I had some type of material on me you need to swab me. He said, yes.
We are changing the character of this country. And the question we all have to ask is, when will it go too far?
Yeah. I think it's already going too far. Leon.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Gerard?
What's happening?
What's going on, attorney? Fine as over. Look here, Gerard. I'm president of the former American Federation of Government Employees. Let's talk about TSA. See, Trump, he initially tried to strip the unions, which he was successful, but later on the Congress and the courts gave them back their powers, which that's what TSA is under. They vetted federal employees. They train very well. There's no way that the union going to allow those tyrants, no trainer to come in there and tell them what to do. It's the other way around. And it ain't that many of them. Also, they got their leave time and they sick time. So by Congress, when they use their leave time and they sick time, it get restored back to them because it was circumstances beyond their control that they had to use that stuff. I'll use it too, but you ought to know the hours they put in and the work they put in, and you got to get your bills paid. You got to get your home. Ain't no way you're gonna bring those tyrants who know they can get pardoned if they commit felony. That's the key. That's why we got to impeach him. Once you impeach him, he don't have federal powers. He don't have those kind of powers no more. They know they can do what they do out here because all he gonna do, if it's on the federal level, he gonna pardon them. Now they do something on the state level that's totally different. So I tell people, so ain't no way they ought to be in that airport. They're not even trained to be in that airport. You know, that's ridiculous. And this governor, I sent him an email. And I ain't get no response back. Told him, please don't unpack his bags. He one term, Gerard. He one term. We need to do a recall on him just for the hell of it, just to piss him off. We might not get one vote, but just to do it, it'll piss him off. What you doing, man? Y'all did it for the mayor. Let's do it for him. Yeah. So there you go. That's all I want to call to say. I've been trying to get in. I'll be busy, Gerard. So I finally got in. Y'all doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all we got. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you for calling, Leon. You know, I just want to say I really feel for these TSA officers because sporadically they've been experiencing severe financial strain, working without pay during government funding lapses. I'm sure they're experiencing high amounts of stress in their household. They've had missed paychecks. And in extreme cases, you've heard stories of TSA staff having to live out of their cars and rely on food banks. You know, it's really a sad situation for them. And I feel like the federal government is playing games with these TSA workers, with these government shutdowns, but still expecting them to work without pay, which is also just exacerbating the problems at the airport. So now we've got TSA workers who are not getting paid or are coming in sporadically, which is causing pressure on the system. And now we've got ICE agents also at the airport terrorizing people, causing strain on an already overburdened system. T-Bone, we're coming to you on line 2. Hey, T-Bone, how you doing?
All right, how y'all doing?
We're doing well. How are you? Dr. Shepard has joined us, too.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, T-Bone.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm doing okay.
G. I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over again. So let me say something different. If you're realizing this whole thing was a mistake, whether you voted for him or not, if you realize that rights are going to be on the table with the rest of his stake and his money, if you realize what's going on here that's wrong with the whole picture, vote during these midterms. Please. See, we can talk all the noise we want to here on BOK. We can talk all the noise on another network. We can write it on social media. He don't care. Because if he continues to have the majority he has in the legislature and he has a Supreme Court to back him up, see, this is a classic bully syndrome. As long as you let the bully get away with it, he's going to keep doing it.
Well, I tell you what, T-Bone, I was waiting for Dr. Shepard to talk about this, but I know you're going to have something to say about it. So I'm going to talk about it now so that you have a chance to weigh in and not have to call back. I'd like to talk about this SAVE Act. Today we're talking about something that's being pushed in Washington, not quietly but aggressively. It's called the SAVE Act. And depending on who you ask, it's either about protecting elections or restricting access to the ballot. This bill that just passed the House of Representatives and is now going to the full Senate would require Americans to show a passport or a birth certificate or both just to register to vote. More than 21 million Americans do not have ready access to those documents. Not because they aren't citizens, not because they did anything wrong, but just because life doesn't always come with paperwork neatly organized. So roughly half of Americans don't have a passport. Millions don't have a copy of their birth certificate sitting at home. And for women, let's tell the truth about it. If you change your name through marriage, divorce, or remarriage, your documents may not match. So now you may not be eligible to vote.
Folks, this was the goal from the get-go.
Right.
Only white males who keep records, who have a passport, who have their birth certificate on hand, who take care of the bills. That's what their mindset is. A woman shouldn't be voting anyway. Or we let them vote for too long. They're saying the same thing about women, about black, about anybody that's non-white, that's male or female. Period. And people did not see the writing on the wall. All this is in Project 2025, by the way.
It is. It was in Project 2025.
Project 2025.
It should not
but
come
I
as
want
a
people
surprise.
to start looking up 1619 too, because that's what led to him following 2025.
You know, this voter suppression tactic that's the SAVE Act, is going to especially impact elderly voters who are being called to go down to the registrar's office to re-register to vote because they have to show all that documentation.
Wow.
Black and rural communities where that documentation is not readily accessible.
Young people, because your parents usually have those
your birth
documents.
certificate. Absolutely. Low-income individuals, because it costs money to get a passport, about $189 the last time I checked, and it takes several months to get it.
Right.
And you need the underlying documents in order to get the passport,
right.
which means you need the birth certificate,
right.
you need the marriage license, you need all those things to go get a passport. You need your social security records, you need all that stuff to get a passport.
And if you had any type of
and
issues
by the way,
on your
here's the other part of that, folks. Let's keep it more simple. More folks that are working class folks don't have time to run to City Hall, to run to the post office and get these types of documents. That's what he's trying to push out too.
Absolutely. But they really impacted too, though. I understand that more women in red states
are going to lose their vote.
Yes, are going to lose their vote than blue states, which is very interesting. So they don't care that their wives are being disenfranchised, that their daughters are being disenfranchised.
No, that's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted.
Remember that Fox commentator that said, my wife better vote for Trump.
Right.
She better. What the hell does that mean? You mean you was going to beat her?
He's going to beat her, yes. These are the same people who, through their religion, through the way that their pastors read their religion, think that it's okay for them to discipline their wives. And so, yes, they will beat their wife if they don't do it, which is also another underlying reason that so many white women voted for him still.
Because there's nothing in the Bible said by Jesus to beat your spouse. Nothing.
Let me tell you, I think this is the first move. I think they're going to take away women's right to vote, and then they're going to take away our property ownership rights.
No, they've already been working on that, Counselor. Look at the litigation that's been taking place. Look at all the things that he's put in place. He told people at one of those rallies before he got reelected, just vote for me now. You won't have to worry about it later. This is exactly what he meant. This is exactly what he meant. He really doesn't want people to have to vote for him to get back in. He wants to just announce himself to go back in.
Right. Yeah, but he's going to be dead before the end of this term. So.
It's ridiculous.
He's not going to finish this term. That's just a scare tactic. He can't finish out this term. Them ankles not looking too promising.
Not the
Let me tell you something. Until he is removed, one way or another, we have to endure this. We have to endure this. And guess what? J.D. Vance is not much better, y'all.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I mean,
he's not better.
Even if he's
gone, worse.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why he wound up being the vice president is because he's in with the tech bros. So, and Peter Thiel, it's either Peter Thiel or the owner of Palantir. One of them said that they wanted to go in and recolonize Africa. So he's in bed with the tech extremists, and Peter Thiel is the one walking around doing antichrist lectures, and he just brought one of his antichrist lectures to Rome. Okay, they're all absolutely out of their doggone minds, and he is indebted to them because they are the reason, they are his largest campaign contributors, and also the reason why he became Trump's top pick for vice president. Because remember, he didn't like Trump.
Right.
And he came out saying it, and then all of a sudden one day he changed his tune. And that's because he wound up with the endorsements from the tech bros who are out of their mind and also the PayPal mafia, and also under the thumb of Elon Musk.
I think it's all funny though that if you think about it, all of them have immigrant wives.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Elon Musk said that he was an illegal immigrant himself.
See, we joke about the shadow government thing all the time, but the tech bros are the shadow government. Majority of the litigation, the deregulation, they're behind it. And I don't see why people don't see that. And you don't have to read old school dictionary-sized books to see this coming.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that everybody should be paying attention to, and what everyone should be paying attention to is the fact that we are now getting ready to move toward one real ownership of the media.
Yeah.
We start talking about this consolidation of Warner Brothers, Paramount, all of those different channels. Paramount, and who is also one of those tech folks.
Paying attention to BBC.
But remember
and
something.
I'm about to start paying attention to Al Jazeera.
But remember something. When I'm telling you this, a lot of folks don't realize that these networks, these national networks, international networks, are owned by Paramount. They could not get the the okay to merger until Trump and his team said it's okay because of interference with, well, is this going to end up being a monopoly or whatever? So they're the ones that okayed it. So now we're looking at the FCC chairman, who's now getting involved in a whole lot of political moves. All these folks are Trumpers. And we're going to see in the next, I would say within the next 6 months, all these networks pulling anything that does not agree with Trump's philosophies. I don't know if you heard, but BET is getting ready to go away.
They've been trying to put BET.
No, they did it this time because they pulled they put it to the point where even Tyler Perry had to sell all of his stock in BET, and he's selling it. It's getting ready to go away. That's not going to be the only one. And why you think Stephen Colbert is gone in May?
Oh, I know about that. And he's still dealing with Jimmy Kimmel stuff. He's trying to get that Green off, and
I can tell you that more than
why
likely,
Joy Reid is not on anymore.
You're going to look around and you're going to see not only these talk shows. I would say The View too. The View is going to be gone next.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
All right, y'all, take it easy.
All right, T-Bone.
Thank you.
Well, look, before we go on to another topic, I just want to be very clear on what women are going to have to do now. If a married woman has changed her last name and her documents will not likely match, she's going to have a problem. Under the SAVE Act, you must have matching documentation. So first, you must provide a passport or a birth certificate. But the problem is the birth certificate will likely have your maiden name on it. Okay? So you're not going to be able to vote with that birth certificate. You're likely going to need a passport that has both your maiden and your married name on it. Okay?
So it matches.
It has to match. So we'll come back and talk about this a little bit
That's
more.
ridiculous because the real ID should have already filled in that space.
They're not accepting ID at all when you go to vote.
All right, y'all. We'll take a minute. Everybody hold tight. We'll be back in a minute.
Norman Robinson is back.
Can you hear me now?
And he's taking no prisoners.
Can you hear me now?
Each weekday, Norman Robinson brings you commentary with Off the Top.
The incident was shocking, disturbing, disgusting, disappointing, and sad.
Each weekday, Off the Top with Norman Robinson is heard exclusively right here.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
This is The Law and Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
If you had $1 million, would you leave it to an 18-year-old?
Hopefully not, but that's exactly what can happen with a simple will. The money goes straight to your kids when they hit the legal age, no guardrails.
A trust lets you control when and how they receive their inheritance. You can set ages, milestones, or even make sure they finish school first.
Give them security, not a spending spree.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping Seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. 1. Call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. 2. Our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. 3. Our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-981-8177. That's 800-981-8177. Call 800-981-8177 right now before the offer ends.
WBOK. Better pay attention. Powered by Cox Business. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Gerard Stevens with you. I'm just surrounded by intelligent women.
Who mad, too.
Mad, intelligent women.
Mad. You got that right.
Intelligent women.
So look, I just want to be clear.
Hold on, let me finish my introduction.
Go ahead, because
I need to finish.
We got more to say.
We trying to give
I know
information.
y'all. She like, screw you. Who
Go
you
ahead.
think you are?
Go ahead.
Would y'all please welcome Dr. Shepard,
Oh,
who's here
yeah.
today. Yes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And of course, the attorney extraordinaire, ladies and gentlemen, Attorney Suzette McNair. Now go ahead.
All right. I just want to be very clear because Karen Marks, you are right. We had to go through all kinds of hoops and obstacles to get a real ID. We're being told that under the SAVE Act, they are not accepting your real ID when you go to vote. You must have a passport that's going to have your married name and your maiden name on it. It's got to have your full documentation on it. I'm just pulled out my U.S. passport card, which matches my passport.
Do not hold that up.
And it does have on it my maiden name and my married name. You need to look at your passport. If your passport does not have both names on it, you will not be able to vote. You know.
So is it to vote or is it to register to vote?
Well, you're going to have to go down and make sure you give them all your documentation. Again, it's my understanding.
Oh, wow.
And your documentation is going to have to match in order for you to be able to vote in the next federal election.
Okay.
If this passes the Senate, it's already passed the House.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So they will require your marriage certificate, if divorced or remarried, your divorce decree.
Child.
Additional marriage certificates if you've been married more than once. And every name change must be documented. So you're going to need your driver's license, a citizenship document, and your voter registration, and all must align or be traceable through documents. Otherwise, you may be flagged, you may be delayed, or you may be denied re-registration. And we're all going to be required to re-register.
Oh, so everybody has to re-register.
Everybody's going to be required to re-register under the SAVE Act.
Wow.
So, this is going to be a serious problem. So if you're born Angela Brown, for example, and your married name is Angela Davis, to vote, you may need your birth certificate in the name of Angela Brown, your marriage certificate proving Brown went to Davis, your current ID in the name Davis. And if anything is missing or inconsistent, you're going to have a problem.
That's really well. I can't understand how there's all of this about people being registered to vote. But have they done anything about the voting machines?
Oh, no. No.
From Dominion?
Huh?
Dominion?
What do you mean Dominion?
The company that made
Yeah, Especially because, like,
it was bought by a Republican.
Exactly. So, like, I would be concerned about the machines and the possibility of it being hacked or backdoored or having an algorithm inside of it. I would be more concerned with the actual machines, but maybe that's because I would be concerned about actual justice, not about trying to suppress voters.
And look, up to 80% of American women take their husband's name. So this is not targeting a small group of women. It's touching on the majority of women in this country and disenfranchising them unless they jump through all these hoops to be able to register to vote. Now, they say they're the party of American and family values. But if I'm a single woman, I may keep my doggone single name.
Right.
And not take my husband's married name.
All right.
Okay? So that I can make sure that I can maintain my right to vote.
Right.
So this may be a deterrent to marriage or taking your husband's name. So how are they going to try to correct that?
Yeah.
That spill on our 8 that they're creating.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go get a mop over here and go to Miss Jones. Hey, Miss Jones.
Hello. Good afternoon to everybody. Am I coming through clearly?
Very loudly.
Okay, good. Yes, about that mess that they've made, and like the ladies say, I'm concerned too about the machines because they more than likely going to be hacked up for. So, oh, vote with Trump. Don't raise your hands at one time. But for a passport, people talk about it's expensive. It's almost like $135, and it's good for 10 years.
$165.
$165?
Yeah, $165. But you're also going to need your birth certificate and your underlying documents to get that passport.
Right.
So that's where that starts to add up. And for people who can't take off to go down and get a passport and get all the underlying documents, it is a tremendous obstacle for them.
Yes, it is. It went up since I had got mine renewed, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. But it's good. The passport is good for 10 years. And know this, with all your documents, always have duplicate copies at home. Let your sister, your aunt, or somebody hold on to it because this is really a messy administration at Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah. I want everybody to understand something, too, though, Ms. Jones, and I understand you are correct. Your passport is good for 10 years. But if an official with a U.S. Department of anything decides that they want to pull or flag your passport until they remove it or give your passport back. Because let's say you have some type of issue at the federal level with the law enforcement, FBI. You go down to federal court. One of the first things they do is make you surrender your passport.
Right.
So, again, we're in a situation where if anything happens, they're going to take who you are away from you.
It's really sad. Well, like I said, all who don't raise your hand, all who supported that clown, all who supported, this is what you brought on yourself, on us, and everybody else. But all they have to do is pick up the form at the U.S. Post Office on Loyola to get the information of what's required to get your passport going.
Now that brings up something. That brings up something else because then that's going to mean more people are going to the U.S. Postal Service about their passports. And the U.S. Postal Service has just said that they out of money and they about to close soon.
No, but that's every year.
It's the form. It's that form on that first floor. And,
it's on the first floor right there, the Postal Service. Right. But that's every year that they always talk about closing down the U.S. Postal Service. But let me explain why. First things first is the Postal Service has always asked, make sure that you get us funded.
Right.
Every year when they go back to go get funding, they do, but they use that funding for something else. So by the time it's time to use the funding for the Postal Service, oh, y'all need to raise your rates, da-da-da-da. And then the union for the Postal Service does raise the cost of stamps. So if you notice in the last, how much is a stamp now? 74 cents? 74 cents. Remember when it was 25, 35, 45 cents?
Yep.
Every year has gone up since. But they are taking away the funding for the Postal Service and using it for something else.
Because they want to privatize it.
We've had we've had the Postal General, the Postmaster General on the show here. They are here in New Orleans, and the union is here. It's actually on Old Gentilly Road, and we continuously talk to them about it. Only thing they can do is protest.
You know, I'm just blown away that the passage of one bill could disenfranchise 21.3 million eligible voters who don't have the required documentation ready. And it would particularly impact married women, and the elderly, all in order to fix a problem that doesn't exist, which is people
illegal people
illegally voting. Right.
If you remember when Biden, before he even got sworn in, the day he was announced that he was president, Trump was messing at that border then. If you remember, let them in left and right. People forgot that, huh?
All right, Miss Jones, we got to take our break. Appreciate you, my dear.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
All right, more coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight. News is next.
Campus of Xavier University.
Yeah.
WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. A Texas law restricting certain drag performances is now in effect. It was passed in 2023 by State Senator Brian Hughes.
Drag shows are sexually explicit and expose children to issues of sexuality and identity that should be reserved for adults.
A federal appeals court allowed enforcement to begin while the lawsuit continues. Tuskegee University head men's basketball coach Benji Taylor is filing a lawsuit after being handcuffed and removed from the court during a January 31st game at Morehouse College. He wasn't charged in the post-game confrontation, and his attorneys called the officers' actions unnecessary force. And NASA says a bright fireball over southeast Texas Saturday was a meteor that broke apart over Houston. Video shows it blazing across the sky, and the shockwave triggered sonic booms heard by residents. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back.
It's a mess.
Well, we were at Houston Hobby, coming back from Houston, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
And we were all the way out in the parking lot. Twice. Before we got to TSA.
I have a critical question for you.
I didn't do it.
Do you think that ICE would have made that a better situation?
No, somebody would have died in line. They would have tackled somebody and beat them.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Probably shot them.
This is ridiculous. That's how you know that the government wants to go to war with the citizens. Because that's some military stuff. Also, I wanted to say that that Landry is happy to send a National Guard because he had already been wanting to deploy the National Guard. He was hoping to get the National Guard into New Orleans. He said on a document that I remember seeing a little time ago, he wanted for the National Guard to stay inside of New Orleans all the way till the end of December, like throughout the end of the year before they would be taken away. So he already had those plans and wants to go ahead and put the National Guard out there as well. Also, I mean, it goes to show the reason why everything is shut down is because they want to fund the Department of Homeland Security, correct? So they want to put their money into militaristic modes, and so that doesn't happen. So then instead of putting additional money inside of TSA, they then decide to send out ICE, which is another extension of the military, and then they go ahead and put out the National Guard, the idea of the National Guard, which is more military. And it goes to show what we can expect when the government funds the military and these militaristic offshoots, other than putting the resources into the people and the ways that normal average citizens interact with their society. So instead of putting more money and investments in what regular people are already invested in, they are taking the money and then funneling it into the military. And you have to touch a militaristic person in order to actually make enough money to survive in the economy right now.
Yeah.
Like, that is disgusting.
Let's take some of these calls. Got folks holding on. What you say, Shed?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
Hey.
I want to look at it from this perspective. I wonder if our black political gatekeepers, our black clergy, I wonder if they now see the importance of us keeping a black mayor in office. In lieu of all this stuff that's happening, at least we would have had a stronghold for the city. I wonder if they are thinking about that.
How would a black mayor have a stronghold for the city?
In lieu of what's happening at the federal and the state level, now we don't have a black mayor to ensure that certain liberties are not taken away.
Like?
Especially in this season. I don't care what you say about the former mayor, she did speak up for COVID.
I think
she did get $50-something million from the state that was owed to us. Being the only mayor to have ever done that. So, when we think about voting or the lack thereof, how do we expect it to get better? Counselor, how can we, me as a black man, I'm looking at it about women being, our ladies being disenfranchised, but did we think about that for this past mayor election? Did we think about it for this past gubernatorial election? So now to try to fix it, we are a day late and $200 short because the average passport costs, if you want it expressed, it costs $200.
Right. I don't think that our black leadership, where we normally turn to for civil rights issues, is awake at the wheel. I don't see black clergy and political leaders calling for organization.
Or boycott.
I don't see them boycotting.
Nope.
I don't see them writing letters to Congress right now to stop the Save America Act from being passed in the Senate.
Because I think nobody wants to stick their neck out. I don't think anybody wants to come up under recognition. I think everybody right now is trying to hide.
The only one that I've seen is Jamal Bryant.
Right. He pushed back. He's been pushing back.
I mean, and folks were listening when he said, let's go against Target. And Target lost billions.
Yeah, but did you see that he's telling people to come back?
Yeah,
right. He says he reached a deal with Target.
Yeah,
and
they're
going to
give $2 billion to
HBCUs.
But y'all, this is so serious. Like, I don't think people are realizing just how serious a thing it is for 23 million people to lose the right to vote.
Yeah, because didn't Trump didn't Trump win the election by like 8 million people or something like that? It was something that's like marginal. I know people make it seem like he won by a landslide, but it wasn't by that many million people. So that is enough to be able to swing an election.
It's enough to be able to change the Constitution if they wanted to in Congress. It's enough to be able to change the outcome of elections throughout the country.
Yeah.
There would probably be no more blue states.
I still think Elon Musk got in those voting machines and did something to him.
That's why I'm saying, if I was an elected official, I would be pushing behind. No, you don't have proof, but you do have the proof of Trump saying Elon Musk is good with machines, and that's why I won. He said it about 3 times.
And he said that we got a big secret.
There are those who say that all of this is intended to bait
he got a
black
lot of
people.
Secrets.
There are those who say that all of this is intended to bait black people into marching in the streets again, so that we can be gunned down by, Trump's militia. I don't know that that's not true.
So if I can add this last piece in there, especially since you said that, you just mentioned about Pastor Brian in Atlanta from Baltimore.
Correct.
Who do we have spiritually with some type of fight and vision like that man here in New Orleans?
Nobody. Did you hear any hesitation? Nobody. I'm not seeing
lastly,
anybody rise up like that. I don't see anybody rising up like the men of old who used to meet at Dookie Chase. I don't see anybody rising up like Turo and Morial and all of those who used to meet at Dookie Chase.
The only group that can save us is if they rise up. The elephant in the city is the social aid and pleasure clubs. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Sid. All right, brother.
Bye-bye.
Callaway.
What's going on, good people? How y'all feeling today?
Good, brother.
All right.
All right there, attorney and professor. Y'all go easy on me. I'm just a poor little college kid. I don't know too much. But check this out. One of the requirements that's holding up the government from not being open is ICE agents wearing masks, correct? Now, every ICE agent they've shown today,
didn't have on masks.
They're unmasked. See, they're playing games with us. Now, to be a TSA agent requires you to go to TSA Academy for 2 weeks. You have to have 80 hours. You have to pass a test before you can check one ID. Now, what is ICE really doing besides walking around and intimidating people?
Nothing.
So
the training is 2 to 3 weeks.
They was picking up trash.
And then TSA training goes from 3 to 6 months on the job.
They was picking up trash in Washington D.C. That was
the.
That's what else they did.
That was the. That's the reservists. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now you want New Orleans to bring their National Guard in there. Did they ever find out why them two dummies was in there shooting at each other with them guns?
Are you talking about the Jackson Barracks?
Yes. Now you want to bring them?
No, they arrested them. They arrested the young lady.
Yeah. So do you want them folks really in the airport?
No, I don't want you around my area. If you're sitting there playing with a gun that's loaded, didn't think that it was loaded, didn't have the sense to check to see if it was loaded, and you playing with the gun and it went off, and you walking around with a handgun and a daggone long gun, something wrong with that.
Now, that's who you want in your airport. Like, hey, be careful if you're trying to fly. We've had 2 potential terrorist attacks. One in London, where the guy, he bombed 4 ambulances. Then this guy in Cleveland, he's only 20 years of age, threatened to shoot up a mosque. What I'm getting at is, every day that this crazy fool is prolonging whatever he's trying to do over there in Iran, it's only going to get worse. I don't see us having a problem at the airport. I think we need to more concentrate around our cities and figuring out what's going on. Because that guy from Cleveland, if that dummy wouldn't have put all this stuff on the internet, he could have did what he wanted to do. But you know, these kids nowadays, they're not all rap right, so they want to go viral and make a video about going to blow up a mosque or shoot up a mosque.
I gotta tell you, Galloway, until you stand in a line that wraps around not the airport, but the parking garage at the airport, and you see every crook and crevice of that airport inside and out, I do have a problem with the way that they're handling the way that we fly, because your flight might not be but an hour and a half, 2 hours. You're going to actually stand at the airport for 4 hours before you can even go through TSA. You're going to lose your flight. They're going to charge you again, because the airlines are not giving you discounts for that. They are not. My flights went from, I ain't tell you this, but I'm going to tell you now. My flights from Houston, a little $264 flight, went from $264 to $945 for me to get back home. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
And they charge your credit card.
Ain't that so? Yeah. All because that these people in Congress can't come to a deal.
I was going to tell everybody, if you needed me, come see my show on Bourbon Street. I'm working it, boy. I'm working it. I got a sign and everything.
Hayes is always hiring. But anyway, look, you got enough money. ICE budget, you can look it up. ICE budget is bigger than the United States Marine Corps, or just about the same.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm getting at is you don't have to sit there and say we got to fund these people. You can divert funds from that ICE budget and pay these TSA workers. But I think it's just a sham, just so they can get total control. Because what is Elon Musk said, "Oh, I'll pay for everybody." You're the reason why a lot of this stuff is going on right now, Elon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, he wants to insert himself inside of the airports and the airport's business, because what he wants to do is make it so that they use his satellite services. So that's the reason why he's seeming to be so beneficent, because he really wants to secure airport contracts.
And he wants to get back into Trump's inner circle. That's what he mainly wants. But I told him, I said, just wait till the election. Trump will make back up. And y'all are so correct. Donald Trump sit there and said Elon knows a lot about them voting machines. That's why I won in Pennsylvania. So we know that the fix is in.
Yeah.
But what brother said before he got off, which religious leader in New Orleans is gonna stand up for us? Said you got to have $38,000 and let them come speak at your church. That's the only way that them religious leaders is gonna say something to you. Now you have a good day, brother. I'm up out of here.
All right, there, Galloway. What you said, 38,000, bro?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You know, if a civil rights movement were to rise today, where would it come from?
If a civil rights movement was to rise today, we'd be done with it by Friday.
I don't think that the next civil rights movement is coming from one man or woman. I don't think it's coming out of one church. I don't think it's coming out of one organization. I think those days are gone. I think the next civil rights movement, should there be one, is going to come from social media. I think it's going to come from social media influencers.
I hope so.
I really think that those young people have the technological wherewithal to spur a movement with a post.
I hope so, because they not willing to bust a grape in the fruit fight.
Not a grape.
When we had done the
to bust a grape.
Not the best of grape in the food fight.
I mean, when we did the Why Don't Young People Vote conversations, they said we are not about that life. Remember, I asked them about it. They said we are not about that life. They said we don't care that much about it. They don't make it easy for us to vote, right? So that's another reason why we're gonna lose young voters, is because the hurdles for them to be able to vote are now so high, and they wanted to be able to vote on their phones.
Right.
So we're about to lose all of those young people. And they said they're not willing to put their bodies on the line. They really don't even like to get together in large crowds unless they're forced to. And then they say stuff like, "Oh, this was nice." Like,
I tell you what.
Okay. So the kinds of like unity that movements are built off of, they don't have those. And
now, these
so
are
even
educated young people.
And these are educated young people. And even when it comes to things like Black Lives Matter, I remember at one point in time I was giving a lecture. I was talking with students, and they said something like, that they felt like they could do digital activism. But when it came down to like sustain, not even just being out on the street and doing one thing, but sustaining the ability to have unity and work towards something, they wasn't about it. And I think that that's what the system is capitalizing on right now. Like it's going to require people to wake up, but I just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be.
It's not the same movement as our parents.
Right. It would have to be something else. And I think the movement for them, if they were smart about it, would be to get off social media. If they decided they're all about to take TikTok off their phones, they could collapse TikTok and collapse the Israeli surveillance that they have on that app. The thing for those people to do is to not be food on the plate of these companies, and to decide that they're not about to be the targets for advertisement anymore, that they want to take back their attention and their brains, like that they want to actually meet in person, and that if you want something from them, you're going to have to come see them.
That
is what they need to do. And they were almost at the point of doing it when TikTok was about to go under. Remember, they moved to the Red app, and they was on the Chinese app, right? But then TikTok wound up with what Netanyahu said, the next level of the war is a war for attention and content creation. Right. And he decided to start giving the Israeli or pro-Israeli creators $7,000 to make posts that were in favor of Israel.
Which is why I said I thought that the next civil rights movement would have to come from an influencer.
But it could come from an influencer, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's going to come from a post, because those posts are if they're not pro-Israeli, then they are what do you call it? They're stifled. And so they intentionally make it so that your algorithm, and so you could wind up being shadow banned. There are certain words that you say that you would wind up shadow banned.
Post down off of TikTok because he's too quote unquote radical against the Trump administration.
Right. It'll come with one of those little fact checker things to make it seem like what you're saying isn't true. So they have ways of being able to discredit people, and they're also tracking, surveilling, and monitoring. Some of the Israeli, and these aren't even some of the military officials, they've been recorded as saying, we are watching everything that you do. And if you do something that we don't like, we're creating files about you, and that file is going to follow you around for the rest of your life. And if you go to have a job, go to get married, they're going to come in and check in with us, and we have everything on you from your social media posts. So like if the young people were really serious about even their behaviors online, then they would see that the writing is on the wall for them, and they would turn away from either these platforms that it is that they have, or the way that the programs monitor them in general. Because as soon as you put these apps on your phone, they're monitoring everything. And the phones even know when you're sitting around other people's phones, and they'll share the information with each other based on the fact that they're all together. You know, so I'll see whatever crazy things that G is watching on Facebook or whatever, because it'll start to ping my phone, because our phones know that they're around each other. They do information sharing. So once we start to really get real about the fact that they are monitoring and surveilling all of us, even I'm sorry to take this long, but even with the Department of when the Department of War, the Secretary of War, decided that they were going to do an AI contract, and they were partnering with that company, and the company said, we have two demands. One is that you put humans inside of the kill chain, and so that you could never shoot a weapon with just AI. A person has to authorize it. And they said the other thing is we don't want AI used for the mass surveillance of Americans. And the Department of War said, we have to cancel their contracts. We are not going to partner with this organization. They are far left, a far left company.
And the Pentagon is like closing their
all of their contracts and everything have to go away. Why?
Sure.
Because they want to use AI in the mass surveillance of Americans, and they also want to use AI to have AI only technology that fires all of our weapons. And also, part of that logic may also have been the reason why we wound up shooting those Iranian schoolgirls at school, because we have inside of our chain we've lost the ability to have people have control over the targets that we hit. And also that's how Gaza looks the way that it looks, because Israel has that technology where they're able to just fire missiles without any person having to be involved in the chain.
We'll take a break. We'll take some telephone calls, too. 504-582-9422. There's more coming up right here at WBOK.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by FidelityInvestments.com. MoviePass CEO Stacy Spikes wants a piece of the growing prediction market pie, with his new platform called Mogul, where you can creatively bet on the success of your favorite movie stars and films. Spikes told Bloomberg he's building the model around sports betting, which he says drives engagement for leagues.
When people are doing that, they go to the games and watch the games 75% more. So the more that you're engaged in outcome and what you think is going to happen, the more likely you are to go to the movies.
Spikes in a conversation with Bloomberg TV's Romaine Bostick. It's a bold strategy, but Spikes thinks it could be the film industry's next big thing.
When you're doing sports are regional. Well, when something like Wicked opens, it opens worldwide. Yeah. So you have no impediment to worldwide growth, so it could grow very fast.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Want consistent color for every job? Milo's Pro Rewards members get a 20% paint discount on future purchases after paint annual qualifying spend reaches $3,000. Plus, order eligible in-stock paint and paint supplies by 2 p.m. for free same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Improving is easy at Lowe's. Excludes spray paint and mist tints. More exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Subject to change. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Same-day delivery valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. Details at Lowe's.com/same-day delivery.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
The excuses have run out. In New Orleans, the failures of the Sewerage and Water Board are no longer occasional. They are, in fact, routine. Another major water line erupts, streets flood, property is damaged, and the response is as predictable as the failure itself. Explanations, deflections, and promises. We have heard it all before. Let's be clear. This is not bad luck. This is not unforeseen. This is what happens when a critical public system is allowed to decay in full view of those responsible for maintaining it. Pipes more than a century old are bursting beneath our streets. A power system built on outdated technology continues to falter. And a governance structure split between city and state has created the perfect environment for one thing above all else: a lack of accountability. Because when everyone is in charge, no one is in charge. We saw the warning signs in 2017. When a summer rainstorm overwhelmed a crippled drainage system. We saw it again during Hurricane Ida, when failure of the power system nearly led to catastrophe. We've lived through boil water advisories, cyber attacks, and the looming threat of saltwater intrusion. And now we are watching the ground beneath us literally give way. So the question must be asked, not politely, but directly. Just who the hell is responsible? Is it the leadership of the Sewerage and Water Board? Is it the mayor who leads the Utilities Board? Is it the governor and the state of Louisiana, which maintains control over this hybrid agency? Or is it all of the above? Because the people of New Orleans are paying the price in damaged homes, disrupted lives, and rising rates for a system that no longer delivers the most basic of public services: water, drainage, safety. This is not complicated. What is required now is not another study, not another promise, not another press conference with catchy phrases of concern. What is required is action, decisive, coordinated, and immediately. Full transparency, a clear chain of command, and a timeline the public can see and hold accountable. Anything less is simply managing decline. And in a city like New Orleans, where water is both a fact of life and a constant threat, managing decline is just not responsible. It is dangerous. So here is the bottom line. If this system fails again, and it will, no one should be allowed to say they didn't see it coming. The warning signs are no longer beneath our streets. They are erupting through them. And this time, the responsibility will not wash away with the water. So y'all come up with a plan, and damn it, do something with it. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
This is Monica Pierre along with Sally Ann Roberts Daybone, co-host of Your Power is On.
Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for music that feeds the spirit. Get your Sunday on.
Right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. and WBOK1230.com, the station you listen to all day long.
Tired of the impersonal, one-size-fit-all style of banking? You deserve a bank that delivers exceptional service and personalized attention to your needs. That's the Home Bank Standard. Since 1908, Home Bank has been a trusted financial partner for businesses and families because we go the extra mile to help you reach your goals. See for yourself why Home Bank is good for business, good for life. Stop by any New Orleans area location or find out more at home24bank.com. Home Bank, member FDIC.
The Historic New Orleans Collection presents a new exhibition open through June 7th, 2026, The Trail They Blazed. Built collaboratively with people who participated in the local civil rights movement, The Trail They Blazed presents stories of social and racial justice straight from the people who lived them. Listen to leaders tell their stories of resistance and persistence in their own voices, recorded by the Historic New Orleans Collection. Plan your visit to 520 Royal Street in the French Quarter and reserve your free tickets at hnoc.org today.
Welcome to Chemical of the Month from the Community Scientist and Rise St. James. This month's focus is polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, formed when fuels like oil, gas, wood, or trash are burned. These chemicals can enter the air we breathe and settle into our soil and water. Many PAHs are known carcinogens, adding to the health burdens faced by communities living near industry. Learn how to protect your health at risestjames.org.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Our number 504-582-9422 to get in contact with us. Dr. Shepard's in the building.
Hello.
And the best one in there. This is Reverend. I ain't tell you what happened.
Let me move over.
I was listening when you.
I'm just moving over, Dr. Shepard.
In case the lightning.
Suggest you move over to the left.
Give him a little room.
Give him a little room just in case the lightning strikes, because he wants to continue to play pastors today.
Dr. Shepard.
No,
Dr. Shepard.
No.
Yeah. She went up to the pulpit.
Uh-huh.
You got my music again?
Please don't play that music again, Wick.
You don't want me to play the music?
No.
I had to do my sermon for the Reverend here.
The lightning didn't strike. Oh my gosh.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all gathered here today. Under this one roof of higher education.
Wow.
To celebrate the death of American democracy.
When actually all of us need to hear somebody that has come here from the Lord.
This is true.
As we see the eyes rolling and the typing beginning.
Why are you messing with her?
When I tell you that she did a sermon for all on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, she handled that microphone. She handled the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
She was in church.
Wow.
She wasn't in church. She was in church.
I'm going to ask everybody to turn the book to
Hosea
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed.
For the lack of
knowledge.
Come on, say that.
And I'm also going to give you a scripture from Galatians 5 and 1.
Here's 5 and 1.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free.
Yes.
Church, today we're not just talking about politics.
No.
We're talking about power.
Come on.
We're talking about freedom.
Yes.
Freedom.
We're talking about responsibility.
And with a capital R.
And the question before us is this. Is American democracy dying?
Is it dead?
Or have we stopped protecting it?
Hold on, everybody. Stop driving down the street. If you right there on I-10, did you hear the woman say, Is that roadkill?
Democracy does not usually die in one dramatic moment, Dr. Shepard.
It does not.
It dies slowly.
Mm-hmm. Well.
When truth becomes optional.
Well. Yes.
When power becomes more important than principle.
The 2
and
P's.
when people begin to believe their voice does not matter.
She gave you the 2 P's.
The Bible tells us.
Power.
Yes, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, Wick.
And prosper.
Not because they didn't have power.
I'm going to give you 3.
But because they didn't use it wisely, Dr. Shepard.
But do you have to pay?
And I wonder today, are we informed or are we influenced?
Well.
Are we engaged or are we entertained?
Is you?
Church.
Is you is?
We cannot sit this one out, Dr. Shepard.
No.
Or is you ain't?
You cannot just pray for justice with
my baby
and ignore participation.
Ain't that a song?
You cannot ask God to fix a system.
Yes.
That you refuse to engage with.
All systems choke up.
Let me say it plainly, church.
Say it.
Democracy does not just belong to politicians.
Well,
it belongs to the people.
Power to the people.
And if we, the people, don't vote, don't pay attention, and don't hold leaders accountable, then democracy dies.
And with that being said,
amen.
Amen.
We are now taking up tithes and offerings.
Pass the bucket.
The doors of the church are open.
We'll get to that in a minute. Pass the bucket.
Go get your passport.
I know. I want you to know my pastor gonna call me later.
Oh yes, he will be calling.
I'm telling
and
on
we
you.
just went to church
I know.
yesterday.
I'm telling him that
he needs to go back.
I just need you to know. I'm telling now. I'm telling him your idea. You the one that made me do it, and all that.
I know. So you gonna lie to the pastor?
I ain't lying.
He started off. If he listened to the beginning of the show, he gonna know who started this off.
Listen, you saw me cross my fingers. Huh? I ain't lying.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
He's trying to blow the whistle on people.
He trying to blow the whistle.
Huh? Oh Lord. How you gonna play that after the organ music?
Because you trying to blow the whistle.
How you gonna play that?
Because you're
right
trying
after
to blow the
organ
whistle.
music.
He's blowing the whistle on me.
You know.
We need to walk you to the
DJ.
altar too.
I am not gonna be invited back to the church.
Nope. Me neither. It is my church. Yes, indeed.
Why you took us down that rabbit hole, bro?
I don't know, because he knows that if he opens the door, I will step through it.
Look.
It was a good sermon.
It was good. Look, opened up the door and said, anybody in here?
Somebody needs to get the eulogy on the death of democracy.
Ooh.
Because we are certainly watching. When is the second line coming for the death of democracy?
Ooh,
that's a good second line.
That is a good one.
When
and
is
see,
the second? Now that would be a civil rights movement.
That would be a good one. And it goes back to, who was that? Was that Cher who said we should use our second line groups in order to do political action? So to me, that would be a good one.
That would be a good
The
one.
death
We need
of
a
democracy.
second line for the death of democracy.
And have a voters registration drive. Right?
That would be good, Dr. Shepard. That would be good.
But let me ask you this.
But you know, as soon as you tell black people they got to bring their birth certificate, it's
But
like,
they will come. They will come to the second line.
It's under my mama mattress.
Everything be under your mama mattress, huh? Everything.
I ain't even playing.
Or in your mama bra.
Yeah, baby.
The ice cream man coming in. Here come your mama.
That is Afro Man.
I thought that was him.
Oh, yes. Have you talked about Afro Man yet?
I would not talk about him walking around talking about some, they took me to court because of the fact that I started talking about them in my songs.
Yep.
But for those of you that don't know who Afro Man is, his worldwide fame was because he did a song called He Got High.
Yes.
Because I got high.
Yes.
I got high.
In 2000.
Because I got high. La da 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 da.
You know that song too well.
Yeah,
she sings it very well.
I feel like that was the song that was coming up, like maybe as I was leaving high school going into college. So
I didn't go to work
I'm of the age group
because
that
I got high.
You know,
because I got high.
Because I got high. And they actually raided his house
with a suspicious warrant.
It was a suspicious warrant because of what?
They said that he was engaged in drug trafficking, but they also added kidnapping to the warrant.
What?
But there was no grounds for it. So he said they got information from a informant, and the informant had lied, and there was no grounds to support it because the informant said that he had a dungeon where he was keeping people. But when they actually went to go raid his house, he didn't even have a basement.
Right.
So they had a suspicious warrant. They went to his home. They broke his gate that came onto his property. It was like a ranch style gate.
And he had surveillance.
He had surveillance. They also broke the door to his house coming in. He had surveillance. They cut his surveillance footage inside of his house. No, they cut. No. They cut his cameras. So he got some of the raid. But when they found the cameras, they cut the cameras to his personal cameras in his house, and they stole money. And so they did all of that, and they confiscated stuff and took it to the police station. And when he got down to the police station, he brought his lawyer and he brought the news. And the woman who was at the police station when he was retrieving his items back from the raid said on tape that they lost some of his money, or that the count was inaccurate, and that they didn't have the same amount of money in as when they said that they got the money. So somebody stole his money. And so they didn't press any charges. And he asked them if they could repair his gate and his door, and they said no. So he decided he was going to create music about them to raise the money.
And put those surveillance tapes in the video.
And so he made the songs. He made a whole album, actually,
About
and
them.
he put the surveillance footage of them
In the
inside of the videos.
And he talked
Good for
about
him.
them. And he talked about them.
Right.
And
He
used
made-
their names.
He made songs for each person.
So they sued him for using their names in his songs.
Yeah, for
And they-
defamation.
And they lost.
They
in court.
sued him for $4 million.
Right.
And he said that this was an extension of his freedom of speech. And also, it's based on things that they actually did. It's harm that they actually caused him. And he can make political music. He said that his music is comic fiction. That is his music. So everyone knows that what he's saying isn't exactly the truth, right? If he said, I was with your wife, nobody's going to think, oh, he was really with the guy's wife. It's just something to make you upset. And so they had a 3-day trial, and he wound up being found not guilty. But I think and he countersued them, and the judge dismissed his countersuit. And I forget exactly what the countersuit
I didn't go to work
was.
today because I got high. You remember the song?
Yeah,
I do remember the song.
And he also said it wasn't a pro-marijuana song. It was a song about when you smoke marijuana, how bad things can happen. I don't know if that's revisionist history or not, but still.
Well, they found some weed in his house.
It was a negligible amount, though.
Oh, what's a negligible amount?
It was like a small amount. It wasn't enough for trafficking. So it might have been something for his personal use, but not enough to be able to say, like, you have a whole warrant for drug trafficking and kidnapping.
Right.
But I didn't think they had a warrant.
No, they had a warrant, but the warrant was suspicious because it came from the informant. And I think that there's more to it that I may not remember. Like, I don't know if it was like an anonymously signed warrant. It was like something like really weird how it is that they wound up even receiving the warrant.
Because they got high.
You
because
like that
they
song,
got high.
You should listen to the new songs.
No, I shouldn't.
The new songs are really good. One of them has 9 million views.
Wow.
And so he really is making money off of it, which is why they wanted to sue him.
Yeah.
And he has, I want to say that I may have seen about 5 of the videos, but there's many more. And some of them are a
So
little
one
explicit.
song is called "Will You Help Me Repair My Door?"
That's a good. Can we play it?
That's one of his most talked about recent tracks, based on the police damaging his door during the raid. Mixes humor with criticism of law enforcement. Then there's another song called Lemon Pound Cake. Okay, and it uses actual footage from the raid.
That one is because the police officer, when he was creeping up in his house with his gun out, Afro man his mom had made a lemon pound cake and it was on the kitchen counter. And the police officer kept coming back and looking at the lemon pound cake like
But it
out
says
the
he
side
actually
of his
ate
eye.
it.
I saw somebody else say that, but I don't think that was on the footage.
Okay.
So it might have been that he saw him looking at the pound cake and then they cut the surveillance videos and then found that pieces of the pound cake was missing. So the name of the album is called Lemon Pound Cake.
Okay, all right. Okay, we got it. My goodness. And then he has one called Hunter Got High. It's a parody remix of his classic Because I Got High.
Hunter Got High.
I haven't heard that one yet. I know that he has one about the judge. He has one about Lisa. Lick 'em down Lisa. Lick 'em low Lisa. He got a song about her. It's a lot. It's a lot. He has another one about one of them guys.
Hunter is a reference to Hunter Biden.
Oh, I can see that.
Have mercy. All right, y'all. We got to take another break. We'll take the final break of the day. Hold on.
The things we talk about on this station.
The right to free speech.
AURN News.
President Trump now says Iran wants to make a deal. Speaking with reporters, he said they have 15 points of agreement, claiming U.S. officials held talks with what he calls a, quote, respected Iranian leader just one day ago. But Iran is denying those talks. The president is also backing off, at least temporarily, on threats to strike Iran's power plant, extending his own deadline by 5 days. Now, this comes as tensions hit a boiling point in a war now entering its fourth week, with more than 2,000 people killed across the region, according to reporting from the Associated Press. And while diplomacy may be floated, the military buildup is mounting. Roughly 2,500 U.S. Marines and additional warships are now moving into the region, forces designed for securing territory and major shipping lanes like the Strait of Hormuz. And the disruption is hitting Americans at the pump and driving global prices high. For AURN News, I'm Ebony McMorris.
Hi, I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
This is Andronika Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-311-5977. That's 800-311-5977. 800-311-5977.
WBOK. Online at WBOK1230.com. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Well, your gate, your pound cake.
I told you the songs were good.
Will never be the same. Let me say this before we get out of here, because I want to make sure. I got to tell you a story, too. So this weekend is the weekend that we've been telling everybody to make sure that you come. to our party.
Whoop, whoop.
Party might be causing some problems for some people.
What?
But that's okay.
Only a hater would be upset about a good party.
Say it again.
Only a hater would be upset about a good party.
But I just want to tell everybody, if we have not sent you a personal invite, we have posted it for that reason. I know too many people. I know a lot of folks.
I'm coming early, so I won't get caught outside.
You too. You know a lot of people. You know the who's who as well. So we posted it. I have not sent out one invitation. I made the invite, but I have not sent out one. And I don't think that Suzette has either. But we posted it.
Okay.
And we shared it.
And we've been talking about it here on the radio.
Right.
People, please get out your feelings. This ain't got nothing to do.
Oh, they like, why you ain't tell me? How come I didn't get the invite? Oh.
Please get out your feelings. It's okay.
If you heard about it, that is your invite.
That's your invite. Oh, so here goes a story I got to tell you about. So this past weekend, as we're coming back, because we went to Derby Day on Saturday at Fairgrounds.
Ooh.
And I got to tell Chandra and Talisha, her son, all those folks, thank y'all so much for inviting us. We had a ball.
Yeah.
That was actually one of our first times really hanging out for Derby Day. So as I'm coming back and I'm getting to my house, I'm chilling, my phone rings. Hello? Man, where y'all at, bruh? I said, what you talking about? Where y'all at? We over here at the vault waiting for the party. I said, both of y'all ignorant. Because the party ain't this weekend. It's next weekend. So somebody was in their feelings.
Right.
I ain't getting no invite. Neither did anybody else.
Oh.
We just posted it, Oliver.
This is your
he was ready to go.
Oliver was sitting down there with Troy Henry.
They was ready to go. They too anxious.
I'm glad they coming.
This is your personal invite.
This is your personal invite.
Saturday,
so
March 28th, the Vault, New Orleans. 501 Verrett Street, New Orleans, 8 to midnight.
Sure right in my
the birthday party of Suzette Bagnaris and Gerod Stevens. It is an all-white party, and DJ Polo 504
gonna be on the ones and twos.
Will be on the ones and twos. This is your personal invite.
Now, let me make myself clear. It's a white party. Don't come in there with no fuchsia.
Oh, yeah.
Don't come in there thinking that you're going to get in and you look like you just came off the rosary truck. No. Wear your white. If y'all, and look, I'm getting questioned about the white. Why you got to wear white? If y'all could show up.
Because it's whites only.
No, it's not. No, we ain't going there. No. Oh, no. Oh.
We're going to stay in trouble behind this party.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
We're going to stay in time out behind this party. I just want to have fun. I just want to turn 58 and 60 and have fun.
We just want to have some fun.
It.
We want to have some old school fun.
I didn't want to offend nobody. I didn't want nobody to get in their feelings. I just wanted to have fun. Girls just want to have fun, Dr. Shepard.
And they didn't got in their feelings. They ain't got in the feeling. I'm sitting at home. I'm going to tell the story again because I know they listen.
Not twice.
Man, bruh, where y'all at? I'm like, what? Where y'all at, bruh? I said, what you talking about? Man, we over here at the vault. Where you at? I said, the party ain't till next week.
And then my husband,
Oliver,
asked me this morning, oh, you really having a party?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know you were really having a party.
Oh, now him about to get in trouble.
Negro, you done seen me order a cake.
You're not helping
DJ,
out.
Get a cake topper. Order an outfit. And you say to me, I didn't know you were really having a party.
Oh, we for real gotta go.
I said, okay.
Aw.
Come on, bro. You know you in there. You know you in there. Well, you know I ain't getting no I was like, oh, why everybody in their feelings?
So let this be their official invite.
That's the official invite. We've been saying it all week, though. We've been saying it all week.
But it's Saturday, March 28th, 8 p.m.
to 12 midnight.
To 12 midnight.
Getting flack about that too.
Whites only.
No, it's not. It is not.
Jackie Shepard's like, I have my checklist. This is what I know.
You sound like Brandon.
Down the checklist.
Your checklist is wrong.
Okay, all white party.
All white party.
Okay.
Meaning what you wear.
Right. Not only white people.
Don't you come in there with Buffy and Jody. Nope.
I'm bringing my friend Connor.
And you and Connor gonna be outside. So I talked to Barry today, and Miss Millie. Both of them are looking forward to throwing this thing. So they called me today, and I talked to them about, this is what we want to do. This is how we're gonna do it. They wanted to know about your cake. I told them, I said, she has the cake together, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna have good people. We're gonna have a DJ who is was it Polo 504? He's gonna be in the building, and they're going to do buffet.
Ooh,
yeah.
You just said my favorite word.
And because you've been there before, their buffet is good.
Yeah, it's banging.
So that's what it is. We're gonna talk about it some more this week, but y'all get out your feelings, please.
Also, check the calendar.
Check the calendar. Troy and Oliver, both of y'all. So y'all ain't got to ride all the way across the river and look like the two old men sitting in the car going, what you mean this next week?
No. Well, they got a chance to double up, so.
It was closed.
Oh.
Yeah, they just sat outside the building.
Oh.
In the car. They were like, where is everybody? If you go to a place where there ain't nobody there, and it's supposed to be, more than likely you're either in the wrong place.
Ain't nothing wrong worse though than showing up on the wrong day. I used to do that to my children. Show up at the birthday party on the wrong day. Oh, that's horrible.
Always hope that it's before, not after.
I know.
That you show up too early, not too late.
Not too late. Well, now you have the information. Hope to see you there.
Yes, please come. Have some fun with us. Because this is going to be a milestone for me. Milestone for you, because we get another day in God's name, and it's better to be on top of the dirt than to be underneath it.
Absolutely.
So come on, y'all. Let's have some fun Saturday. That's going to wrap things up for us. Appreciate everybody for being a part of the conversation on today. We'll be back on tomorrow. Y'all keep listening here. We'll see you then.